Speaking of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic, with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly. Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry. And with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
And so with Unreal Engine 5, it's obviously had some problems on PC, especially with things like shader compilation and traversal stutter. Can you comment on what sort of steps you've taken to help mitigate those in the custom fork of Unreal Engine 5 you've got?
So basically to meet our expectations for example, for optimization, sure, for Xbox and PCs as well, we made like a lot of changes to basically render threads, some CPU optimizations, a lot of RAM optimizations. So for now, we are pretty much close to finishing like the whole polishing process. So our aim is to provide the game that is running constantly in stable FPS and with stable performance all the time.
Rather, when you run around the game world, you'll see CPU performance issues. For example here, running through the first lesser zone area to the first town in the game on a Ryzen 7 7800X3D. If you look, there are frame time spikes there in the 20 millisecond range, and a few rogue ones that almost crest 30 milliseconds. It is also important to note how CPU limited this run to the town is. With no enemies or NPCs on screen really, we are still CPU limited to around 100 FPS on this big CPU. Just outside the town, we see a number of frame time spikes ranging from 30 to 50 milliseconds over the course of nearly 8 seconds, which then flattens out and stops. During that time, the frame rate tumbles into the 40s, and when in the town itself, frame times can spike up periodically to the 30 millisecond region, and frame rate is just over 60 on average here on the 7800X3D. In the town, the Ryzen 5 3600 is just above 30 FPS here on epic settings, with frame time spiking periodically above 33 milliseconds into the 50 millisecond range typically, or even technically a little higher. This behavior applies to any area in the game with more than 20-ish NPCs, so what will happen in the story's cities. The most dramatic NPC-related performance drop I've seen so far is when I hid in this cellar during a storm, when nearly all the stalkers into the area came down into the cellar with me. When this happened, I saw the 7800X3D barely hitting 40 FPS with erratic frame times once again. So yeah, this game is very CPU limited due to the NPCs.
Роблячи Stalker 2, постійно мали дивитись назад на той успіх, котрий заклали розробники першої частини, бо ми не можемо зробити менше, ніж якийсь новий рівень.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Почка бас колбасит соло, колбасер по пояс голый.
В грі майже немає закритих бар'єрів, котрі не пускають гравця кудись. Тобто в більшості випадків гравець може відвідати будь-яку локацію.
Іди куди хочеш, роби, що хочеш, відчувай, що хочеш, приймай свої рішення.
I see. Bruh.
Просто невумовна кількість всього. А що, якщо він буде робити оце? А що, якщо він потім зробить оце? А що, якщо він вб'є оцього? Вона сягає десятків тисяч варіантів.
Ми штучним інтелектом не підказуємо, де знаходиться гравець. Тобто якщо він його побачив, він знає, якщо гравець сховався, інтелект починає будувати гіпотези, а де знаходиться гравець. Він не знає, куди він пішов, але він починає робити гіпотези, де він може бути, і з плином часу він ці гіпотези перераховує і починає шукати гравця.
Заряджаюся, браття.
Усе бійці, відбій. Викид завершився. Усі по місцях згідно зі штатним розкладом.
Мля, прикривайте!
It's not AAA, it's not. Feels like budget game they spent 6 years developing. RDR2 took 7. Night and day difference between them. Voiceover is so bad, so many things don't make any fucking like sense sprinting, in this game. The guy can sprint for a few seconds. What the fuck is this unrealistic? Shit? Also, why the fuck should I spend $12,000 on repair costs to sell guns? Spent $12,000, sold for $7,500. Most guns you pick up are broken. Repair cost mod is a must as well. Sprinting mod is broken and not working with 103. Half of the mod's not working no more and not updated. These are such basic things these idiots don't understand. I've actually calculated how much weight I could carry based on the weight of compassed pistol gun, which is around 550 grams unloaded. I could carry around 40 kilograms in my backpack and run as slow as this motherfucker in this game, but at longer distances. 100% sure I can do that because I train with a backpack plus 40 kilogram weight in it. So it's 72 pistols carried, or 9 AK-47. I need shadows fix. I need reflections fix. I need LOD bias fix. I need to download latest DLSS and frame gen versions.
I need to make everything around me move like in Half-Life 2. I need sprint fix, which doesn't work. I need to sell bad condition staff mod.
Flashlight on or off, it doesn't make any difference. Enemies still notice you in the night when you crawl in the bushes. Basic mechanics don't work. Very sad game. Very poor state. Such a huge step down from Metro Exodus.
This needs fixing as well, thanks to lumen shit Unreal Engine 5.
And reflections of Half-Life 2 are better. They look right and realistic. Here it's fucking garbage. Textures are muddy as well, not crisp and high res. Flickering shadows in many places. And this cringe voice-over and how characters talk.
I literally kill every single NPC who gives me tasks because game doesn't motivate you to leave anyone alive.
In RDR2, you felt close and cared about your horse more than you care about this whole game. I don't want to return to it and explore it. What's the point? All you find is bread, bullets.
Hello, bullets!
Я все ще вас чекаю, Скіфе. There's S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Гей, я це місце забив для себе. Дихається тут легше. Тільки нікому, добре? Поранено!
А ти ще звідки? Там же драба.
Свої. Мене капітан Сенкевич прислав.
Капітан?
Ворон, глек, суворий. Даремно ти підійшов, мужик.
I don't know.
Лови гостинця!
Unofficial.
Bro, it's just like the healing in video games meme, where it's just like, you've been fucking shredded to shit. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's literally that one!
Ворог поранив мене.
Заходь ще.
Jesus Christ! That is you! That is absolutely true!
Не ризикуй без потреби. На зв'язку.
Welding torch.